You probably wouldn't recognize this person if you looked at their current image before deciding to change her appearance with shocking cosmetic surgeries. She was a famous star who captivated many. But what made her decide to completely transform her look and shake Hollywood to its core? Can you guess who it is? Leave a 1 if you know or a 0 if you don't. Don't skip this video because the story behind it is not just about a change in appearance, but a dramatic and surprising journey. Don't forget to leave a sub to support the channel and join us in discovering all the intriguing secrets in this video. Jocelyn Wildenstein is a name synonymous with one of the most controversial transformations in the world of cosmetic surgery. Born on August 5, 1940 in Lausanne, Switzerland, Jocelyn was not a traditional star. She didn't act, sing, or model, but she became a globally recognized name due to her extraordinary physical transformation, a change that continues to spark curiosity and debate to this day. Her transformation began during her marriage to Allegra Wildenstein, an art dealer billionaire in the 1970s. Some reports indicate that Jocelyn underwent surgeries to resemble a big cat aiming to please Alex's fondness for the animal. Initial minor changes quickly escalated into a dramatic and continuous surgical process in pursuit of what she considered an ideal beauty. In the early 2000s, it was estimated that she spent over $4 million on cosmetic surgeries, though Jocelyn denies this figure. Her surgeries included multiple facelifts, eyelid surgeries, lip injections, cheekbone augmentations, and jawline reshaping. The result was distinct and recognizable changes with raised eyebrows, sharp cheekbones, and taut skin, creating a powerful, almost iconic look that defied conventional notions of age and beauty. Despite being ridiculed and analyzed in tabloids, Jocelyn remained steadfast in an interview with Paper magazine in 2018 where she stated, "I never thought of myself as a freak. Why would I want to look like anyone else?" For Jocelyn, the transformation was not about seeking fame, but rather a personal journey of identity, autonomy, and self-expression. Today, she lives a quiet life in New York, still regarded by some as a cautionary tale, and by others as a symbol of unapologetic individuality. Heidi Montag became a household name in the mid-2000s as one of the breakout stars of MTV's The Hills. Viewers knew her as the cheerful, motivated blonde from Colorado trying to find her place amidst the glitz and drama of Los Angeles. But by 2010, her fame took a dramatic turn. Heidi shocked the public by undergoing 10 cosmetic surgeries in a single day at the age of 23. The list of surgeries was shocking: eyebrow lift, nose job, chin reduction, fat injections in her cheeks and lips, liposuction on her neck, butt lift liposuction on her waist, hips, and thighs, and a breast augmentation to size F. These were not just minor adjustments, but a complete transformation. At the time, Montag described the decision as an empowering act, believing that these changes helped her become the best version of herself, but that confidence didn't last long. The consequences were incredibly painful, both physically and mentally. Heidi later admitted that she nearly died during the surgeries and had to endure prolonged pain, numbness, and deep regret. "I made a mistake," she shared with People magazine. "I went too far, almost lost everything." Public criticism came immediately, and she became a cautionary tale about excess in plastic surgery. Her career stalled as TV appearances dwindled and the public's criticism intensified. However, she didn't disappear completely. Gradually, Heidi began rebuilding her career with smaller reality projects, writing a memoir, and focusing on family life with Spencer Pratt. In recent years, Heidi has returned to a more natural and authentic lifestyle, speaking about her regrets, the immense pressures women face, and her decision to reduce her breast size. Joan Rivers didn't just enter the entertainment industry, she stormed in with an unrelenting force. Born in 1933, she rose to become one of the first female stand-up comedians to truly dominate the American comedy stage, known for her sharp wit, unapologetic commentary, and brutal honesty. Joan built her career by saying the things others were too afraid to speak aloud. However, beyond the stage, she also garnered attention for another lifelong subject, her open and complex relationship with plastic surgery. Joan Rivers didn't just enter the entertainment industry, she burst into it with an uncompromising force. Born in 1933, she became one of the first female comedians to truly dominate the American comedy stage, known for her sharp wit, fearless commentary, and brutally honest approach. Joan built her career by saying the things others were too afraid to speak. However, beyond the stage, she also drew attention for another lifelong subject, her open and complex relationship with plastic surgery. Each decade brought a version of her face that was smoother, sharper, and more refined. However, Joan never apologized for these changes. "If a woman wants to look 10 years younger, let her do it," she declared. "This is America." She insisted, stating that her choice wasn't born from insecurity, but from a desire for control, power, and self-definition in an industry that constantly fixates on youth. She built a brand where she decided her image on her own terms. In her later years, fans noticed her face becoming less expressive, but her voice remained as sharp as ever. Sadly, Joan passed away on September 4, 2014, due to complications from a routine throat surgery at the age of 81. Her death brought deep sorrow and sparked a conversation about beauty, aging, and the cost of maintaining one's presence in a world obsessed with appearance. Few artists have mastered the art of reinvention like Cher-born Sherilyn Sarkisian in 1946. She has dominated 6 decades, conquering music, film, fashion, and pop culture with an everlasting presence. With a Grammy, an Oscar, an Emmy, and millions of loyal fans, Cher became more than just a star, she became a movement. Part of her mystique lies in her ever-evolving appearance, one that she has never regretted or shied away from. Unlike many stars who avoid questions about cosmetic surgery, Cher has always faced them head-on. "Yes, I've had a facelift," she once joked. Who hasn't? From her first nose job to facelifts and dental work, she's never denied enhancing her appearance as she transitioned from a chart-topping singer to an Oscar-winning actress. Take Moonstruck 1987, for instance, where she crafted a bold image as striking as her voice, with her glossy hair, radiant skin, and legendary cheekbones. She didn't try to deny aging. Instead, she took control of her own narrative. Over the years, she is believed to have used Botox and other non-invasive treatments, but Cher has never lost her expressiveness. Her face, like her personality, remains full of vitality and attitude. She doesn't chase youth, she redefines it. Some criticize her for promoting unattainable beauty standards, but Cher has never considered herself to be approachable. She is a symbol of choice power and timeless strength. At nearly 80, she continues to tour, release new music, and engage in business ventures like launching a perfume in 2023 and an upcoming biographical film. Her legacy continues to expand. So what do you think? Can a woman rewrite the rules of aging and still dominate the stage? Let us know in the comments. And if you're inspired by these stories of reinvention, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and follow for more about the icons who never give up. In the 1990s, Meg Ryan was the queen of romantic comedies with her bright smile, golden hair, and natural charm. She redefined the concept of the girl next door in Hollywood, not only with her captivating appearance, but also with her ability to portray genuine and relatable emotions. Her expressions, vulnerable, witty, and joyful, won the hearts of audiences, making her the ideal model of the modern woman, independent, graceful, and profound. Not just a movie star, Meg Ryan became a cultural icon of a decade embodying the romantic emotions that audiences constantly sought on the big screen. However, as the 2000s approached, Ryan gradually stepped away from the spotlight. When she reappeared at public events in the mid-2010s, fans and the media were left stunned. Her face showed noticeable changes with fuller cheeks, smoother skin, and more defined features, sparking speculation about potential cosmetic procedures. While Ryan never confirmed any surgeries, cosmetic surgeons pointed to the likelihood of Botox, dermal fillers, and possibly a facelift. The most notable changes were in her eyes and the once natural facial contours that had contributed to her on-screen allure. The loss of that natural beauty left many of her fans feeling perplexed. In interviews, Ryan addressed this public scrutiny, calling it sexist and cruel. She pointed out the bigger issue, the immense pressure women in Hollywood face to maintain a perpetually youthful appearance. "It's so easy to criticize," she said. "There's too much judgment," rather than battling that. Ryan quietly shifted direction. She focused on screenwriting and directing, debuting her film Ithaca in 2015. Choosing a more private life, she stepped away from the spotlight and instead embraced aging and growing on her own terms. LaToya Jackson is a prominent figure in the Jackson family, known for her cosmetic surgery journey, which has often led to comparisons with the striking changes made by her brother Michael Jackson. After undergoing significant transformations, particularly with her nose, LaToya now resembles her brother Michael in the distinctive features he became known for. The similarities between LaToya and Michael suggest they shared a common perspective on altering their appearance, a theme that is clearly reflected in LaToya's own transformation. Prior to these surgeries, LaToya was considered to have natural beauty. However, the results of these surgeries have sparked controversy and shifted public perception of her. LaToya's story highlights the immense pressure public figures face in maintaining an ideal image where appearance often plays a pivotal role. Her journey reflects both the risks and consequences of undergoing cosmetic surgery, while also prompting deeper reflection on the pursuit of perfection and its impact on personal identity. Ultimately, LaToya Jackson's journey offers a profound example of the complexities involved in altering natural features in the quest for an idealized image. Nikki Cox has earned a prominent spot on our list due to her extensive cosmetic procedures, including cheek implants and lip augmentation, which began when she was just 34 years old. These changes have dramatically altered her facial features, drawing attention and sparking discussions about the consequences of such drastic transformations. Her decision to undergo multiple surgeries at such a young age reflects a trend among celebrities where sometimes they opt for procedures to conceal their natural beauty. In Cox's case, her altered appearance has ignited debates about the risks and benefits of pursuing an idealized aesthetic standard. Celebrity culture often exerts tremendous pressure on individuals, compelling them to conform to unrealistic beauty standards, which may have influenced Cox's decision to undergo transformative cosmetic procedures. This highlights society's obsession with appearance and the lengths people are willing to go to in order to achieve a flawless image. Cox's journey serves as a cautionary tale about the complexities of altering one's appearance, emphasizing the importance of thoughtful consideration before undergoing cosmetic procedures. It encourages reflection on the cultural and personal impacts of changing one's look solely to attain an idealized image. Linda Evangelista was an icon of a generation, one of the top supermodels of the 1990s. She dominated runways and magazine covers with her graceful style, sharp cheekbones, and piercing gaze, while also possessing incredible versatility, making her an inspiration for designers like Chanel, Versace, and Valentino. She was not just a model, but the embodiment of fashion. Her famous quote, "We don't wake up for less than $10,000 a day," became a shorthand expression of the power that supermodels held during the golden age of the fashion industry. However, in 2016, everything changed. Hoping to maintain her appearance without surgery, Linda underwent a non-invasive cosmetic procedure called cool sculpting, marketed as a safe way to freeze and eliminate fat cells. Unfortunately, the procedure led to a rare and serious complication known as paradoxical adipose hyperplasia (PAH), causing the fat cells to expand and harden instead of shrinking, resulting in the formation of lumps that couldn't be reduced through diet or exercise. The consequences were devastating both physically and mentally. "I became a recluse," she shared with People magazine in 2021. "It knocked me down." Once a global fashion icon, Linda withdrew from the public eye, struggling with distortion depression and a shattered sense of self. She underwent multiple corrective surgeries and eventually sued Zeltic Aesthetics, the maker of cool sculpting, alleging they had failed to fully warn her about the risks. The lawsuit was settled confidentially in 2023. Later in September 2022, Linda made a quiet but courageous return when she appeared on the cover of British Vogue, with part of her face covered not out of shame but as a form of defiance. "I will not hide anymore," she said. The fashion world embraced her return not only as a model but as a survivor, a woman reclaiming her story with strength and dignity. Allegra Cole's story is one of transformation, not just in appearance, but also in lifestyle and career. Born and raised in a strict Mormon family in Salt Lake City, Allegra lived a life that many would consider conventional, teaching piano and pursuing a traditional path. However, Allegra made the bold decision to change her life and pursue a career as an online model. To achieve the look she desired, Allegra underwent multiple cosmetic surgeries, spending approximately $75,000 to achieve a striking appearance that would help her stand out in the world of online modeling. The surgeries that Allegra underwent have dramatically altered her appearance, particularly her breasts, which have become one of her most defining features. This transformation reflects a growing trend where more people are choosing to modify their bodies to align with the image or brand they wish to project. While some may criticize Allegra's decision, it cannot be denied that she has successfully built a career and amassed a large following. Her ability to leverage her appearance in a way that resonates with her audience highlights the power of self-transformation in the digital age, where image and personal branding often play a central role in success. Simon Cowell has always been known for his bluntness, sharp critiques, and cold, expressive style on shows like American Idol and The X Factor. Born in 1959, he rose to fame in the early 2000s, becoming one of the most prominent television personalities. With his square jaw, signature smile, and strong presence, he became an integral part of pop culture. However, in recent years, the conversation has shifted from his comments to his appearance. By the late 2010s, fans began noticing a change. His skin appeared unnaturally smooth, his cheeks were fuller, and his facial expressions became less lively. Aesthetic experts and the media suggested that he may have used Botox dermal fillers and thread lifts, non-surgical methods, to lift and tighten the skin. Some speculated that laser rejuvenation treatments might have contributed to his altered appearance. However, the results received a lot of criticism, and by 2020, headlines began calling him unrecognizable, with some fans commenting that his appearance seemed too artificial. In a rare moment of transparency, Cowell admitted that he had gone too far. In a 2022 interview, he shared that he had dissolved all the fillers after seeing an old photo of himself and not recognizing the person in the mirror. "There was a period where I may have gone too far," he said. This honesty resonated with many. Instead of stubbornly defending his decisions, Cowell changed direction, embracing a more natural appearance and focusing on his health and fitness. He emphasized walking, eating better, and maintaining balance. The public's perception of him shifted once again. No longer just a tough judge, Simon had become a more approachable figure, one who had made mistakes and had the courage to own up to them. Amanda Lepore is not just a model or a figure in the nightlife scene. She is a living work of art, a self-made icon and a trailblazer within the transgender and LGBTQ+ communities. Born Armand Lepore in Cedar Grove, New Jersey in 1967, Amanda began her transition as a teenager, determined to create her own feminine version inspired by classic Hollywood beauty. From the start, Amanda did not view cosmetic surgery as a means of improvement, but rather as a transformation. She has always been open about her procedures in contrast to the secrecy of many celebrities. Her journey began with gender confirmation surgery as a teenager, followed by a series of procedures designed to transform her into the image she had always dreamed of. A modern-day Marilyn Monroe meets Barbie. She underwent numerous surgeries, including breast augmentation, butt implants, rhinoplasty, lip and cheek injections, a brow lift, and even rib removal to achieve an ultra-small waist. Amanda's appearance, with her arched eyebrows, high cheekbones, alluring curves, and full lips, became an iconic look within New York's underground art and club scene in the 90s and early 2000s. However, she never tried to look natural. Her beauty was active, surreal, dramatic, and unapologetic. In her memoir, Doll Parts, she describes plastic surgery as liberation, not vanity. "Surgery is how I became the person I saw in my dreams," she writes. Over the decades, Amanda modeled for David LaChapelle, participated in avant-garde fashion shows, and appeared in music videos. She also released her own music and used her platform to advocate for transgender rights and bodily autonomy, turning her image into a powerful symbol of freedom and creativity. Priscilla Presley was once the epitome of classic Hollywood elegance. As the ex-wife of Elvis Presley, she became a household name, but she also carved out her own identity as an actress, philanthropist, and businesswoman. With her refined beauty and calm demeanor, she appeared in films such as Dallas and The Naked Gun, while also helping to shape Elvis Presley Enterprises into a global brand to preserve the legacy of the king. However, behind the perfect public image lies one of the most heartbreaking cosmetic surgery stories in Hollywood. In the early 2000s, Priscilla underwent facial injections which significantly altered her appearance. According to her representative, these treatments were performed by an unlicensed Argentine doctor, Daniel Serrano, who used industrial-grade silicone similar to that used in car products. The consequences were severe. What was intended to enhance her natural beauty caused long-term damage. Her face developed hard lumps and unevenness, particularly around her cheeks and mouth. Despite undergoing several corrective treatments, including skin resurfacing and dermal fillers, her original appearance was never fully restored. In 2008, Serrano was sentenced to 18 months in prison for performing illegal injections. However, despite the media's focus on the scandal, Priscilla chose grace over drama. She never publicly criticized or turned herself into a victim. Instead, she quietly focused on recovery charity work and continued her involvement with Graceland. Her story serves as a stern reminder that even in Hollywood, beauty should never come at the cost of safety. Tara Reid rose to fame in Hollywood in the late 1990s with a natural and alluring appearance. She became a household name with roles in films like American Pie 1999 and Van Wilder 2002, known for her approachable beauty, slender figure, and captivating energy. Tara seemed destined for a long-lasting career. But in the early 2000s, she made a decision that would change both her appearance and career. She opted for cosmetic surgery, including breast augmentation and liposuction. However, the procedures didn't go as planned. Her implants became uneven and visibly rippled, drawing unwanted attention on the red carpet. Additionally, the liposuction left her abdomen uneven and distorted, which was relentlessly mocked by paparazzi and tabloids. In a candid interview in 2006, Tara opened up about the experience. She shared, "My stomach became filled with ripples, a large hernia next to my belly button. The failed surgeries not only harmed her body, but also damaged her confidence, tarnishing her public image and reducing her career opportunities." The focus shifted from her acting talent to her appearance, leading to fewer film roles. Tara eventually underwent corrective surgeries, but the media's narrative had already taken a deep hold, overshadowing her efforts to regain control over her career. Determined to revive her career, she turned to reality TV shows and indie films. Then an unexpected turning point came with the Sharknado franchise starting in 2013. The success of the series allowed Tara to embrace its campiness with humor and resilience, helping her regain support from fans and reminding Hollywood that she was still standing strong despite the scars. Donatella Versace is not just a fashion designer, but a living symbol of power, freedom, and the continuous reinvention of high fashion. Born on May 2, 1955, in Reggio Calabria, Italy, she gained fame after the tragic death of her brother Gianni Versace in 1997. Donatella became the creative director leading the Versace empire and leaving her own mark, turning the brand into a powerful symbol with a bold style and vision. For decades, her appearance became almost as iconic as the Medusa logo of Versace. However, in the early 2000s, noticeable changes to her look sparked speculation. Experts pointed out that she had likely undergone cosmetic procedures such as Botox, lip fillers, facelifts, cheek implants, and laser skin resurfacing, all aimed at maintaining her signature image. While she rarely directly addressed the surgeries, the changes to her appearance were undeniable. Her lips became fuller, her cheekbones sharper, and her skin unnaturally smooth. Some critics have pointed out that her appearance may be a bit too much, while others argue that it reflects the fashion industry where reinvention is a core value. Donatella transformed her body into a free canvas for self-expression. What sets her apart is not denial, but defiance. She once stated, "I don't like natural beauty," and has maintained that belief. For Donatella, transformation is not only about beauty, but also about branding power and self-expression. Lara Flynn Boyle was once one of the standout faces on television, known for her sharp cheekbones, porcelain skin, and haunting gaze. She rose to fame in the early 1990s with her portrayal of Donna Hayward in David Lynch's iconic Twin Peaks, and her captivating performance helped define the show's mysterious atmosphere. She later earned critical acclaim and an Emmy nomination for her role in The Practice, firmly cementing her place in Hollywood. However, as Lara transitioned from her 20s into her 40s, she faced the inevitable pressures many women in Hollywood endure, maintaining youthfulness in an industry obsessed with perfection. With her sharp facial features and slender figure, she was speculated to have undergone cosmetic procedures to preserve her image. Though she never publicly acknowledged them, by the late 2000s, her appearance had changed noticeably. Photos showed a fuller face, plumper lips, and unnaturally taut skin. Experts and the media speculated that she had used Botox, dermal fillers, lip enhancements, and possibly even a facelift. This change highlighted the contrast with her previously enigmatic beauty, which had once captivated audiences but now appeared stiff and distant. Instead of focusing on her talent, the public and media fixated on her altered appearance. As the scrutiny intensified, casting opportunities diminished. By 2013, Lara had almost disappeared from mainstream projects, with her appearances now limited to paparazzi shots rather than film sets. However, throughout this time, Lara never expressed anger, offered explanations, or engaged with the media. She quietly withdrew, occasionally appearing in small roles in indie films. Her story is not one of failure from cosmetic surgery, but rather a testament to how women in the spotlight are often harshly judged as they age. In the end, Lara became a symbol of both pressure and quiet dignity in stepping away. Lindsay Lohan quickly rose to fame in Hollywood. Born in 1986, she captured the audience's heart with her breakthrough role, solidifying her status as a teen icon. With her striking blue eyes, red hair, and sharp comedic talent, she was praised as a rare child star with both mature acting ability and undeniable charm. However, the spotlight also revealed the darker side of fame. In her early 20s, Lindsay's career became overshadowed by legal trouble, stints in rehab, and relentless media attention. Once a symbol of youthful promise, she became a cautionary tale about the darker side of stardom. However, Lindsay never stopped trying to regain control over her image, artistry, and future. Part of her reinvention process included changes to her appearance. By the mid-2010s, the public and media began to notice her transformation: fuller lips, smoother skin, and subtle changes to her facial features. Although she never publicly confirmed undergoing cosmetic procedures, experts speculated that she may have used Botox and dermal fillers. In interviews, she hinted at the psychological toll of growing up under constant media scrutiny. You grow up in front of the camera, and suddenly everyone has an opinion about your face. Her appearance on the red carpet in 2016 sparked a public debate, with some praising her new look, while others lamented the natural beauty and charm she once had. However, Lindsay, true to her nature, chose her own path, moving to Dubai, distancing herself from the rumors and focusing on business ventures, including her beach club brand. Eventually, she made a quiet return to acting. Her face now tells a story not of perfection but of resilience. It's not frozen, but changed, just like she has. Ashlee Simpson, the singer and actress known for her pop-rock music style, has undergone some notable changes in her appearance throughout her career, particularly with her nose surgery. After entering the entertainment industry, Ashlee became the center of attention when she underwent rhinoplasty, which led to her losing some of the natural look the public had originally known her for. She admitted to the surgery in interviews, and while the procedure was initially thought to boost her confidence, it also sparked significant controversy and criticism. Throughout her career, Ashlee maintained a strong and independent image, but her appearance change brought her face to face with public pressures. Ashlee Simpson's story is an example of how, at times, aesthetic decisions can impact how the public perceives and evaluates a celebrity. Pixee Fox isn't just changing her appearance, she's rewriting the rules of the human body. Despite doctors advising her to stop, the 34-year-old from North Carolina remains determined to achieve her goal of becoming a real-life cartoon character. Her extreme transformation has made waves globally, even landing her on the popular show Botched, where Dr. Terry Dubrow and Paul Nassif told her they could no longer perform any more surgeries. She intentionally broke her jaw to create a smaller facial structure, removed 6 ribs to emphasize her hourglass figure, and underwent 4 breast augmentations, countless lip and fat injections, multiple facelifts, and even ear surgery to make her ears resemble elf-like shapes. In an act that left ophthalmologists horrified, she even permanently changed her eye color because, according to her, The eyes are the first thing people notice. Having undergone more than 20 surgeries, Pixee refuses to stop even after top doctors refuse to perform any more procedures on her. She has expressed interest in eyelash implants and a procedure she calls flower-like genital transformation. While some see her as an extreme example of body transformation, Pixee views herself as a pioneer relentlessly pursuing her perfect cartoonish ideal. Kim Kardashian, one of the most famous stars in the world, has become an icon not only in the entertainment industry but also in the cosmetic surgery industry. She is known for her lavish lifestyle and seductive image, which has been built through the use of cosmetic procedures like buttock enhancements, Botox, and fillers. Kim Kardashian has been open about her cosmetic interventions, making her a trailblazer in shaping new beauty standards. However, the noticeable changes in her appearance have also led to significant criticism. She has been accused of promoting unrealistic beauty ideals and influencing the mental health of her fans, especially young girls. Nevertheless, Kim Kardashian has maintained her position in entertainment, combining cosmetic changes with a successful business career, and has become a role model for those seeking confidence and success in life. Thank you all for watching today's video. If you found it interesting, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you won't miss any upcoming videos. Share your thoughts in the comments below and make sure to turn on the notification bell to stay updated with the latest from us. See you in the next video.